Good morning, guys. This video is for Wednesday, February 3rd. Monday and Tuesday, we had snow days, but you were supposed to be doing NTI work. So you should have finished the Monday and Tuesday Greek mythology notes. If you have not done that, please get that finished. That talks just a little bit about what Greek mythology is and gives you some of the Greek gods and goddesses that we are going to be talking about in the upcoming weeks. And those are going to also help you understand the Percy Jackson story that we are going to be reading. On Monday and Tuesday, you should have read or listened to the recording of chapters 1 and 2 and done those questions on the slides. If you are struggling with those questions, just do your best. They are participation. That just means get it done. And even if you miss one here and there, you will be okay. So just do your best, and you can look back into that PDF or you can re-listen to the recording if needed. Today you are going to be listening to the chapter 3 reading on Percy Jackson and then doing those questions. Once you have done that, you are going to start the theme mini lesson and slides. So this right here, which says Wednesday and Thursday theme mini lesson, you are going to be clicking that open. And you may want to go ahead and click that open as you're watching this video. That way you can follow along and do some things. There are going to be a couple of videos that I'm going to ask you to watch throughout these slides today. And I cannot play the slide or the videos on my recording since I post it to YouTube. If I try to post it, it will say that I'm copywriting and they think I'm stealing their videos. So we are going to be talking about theme. And to begin on this first slide, there is a link right here to Flocabulary. So if you would start now by clicking that link and watching the Flocabulary video, it's going to tell you a little bit more about what theme is. And then once you have done that, we are going to get started on the video. Or on the slide, sorry. So go ahead and watch that video and then we will get started. Okay, now that you've watched that vocabulary, we're going to get into our theme notes. So theme is the unifying idea. It's what the author is trying to teach the reader. So it's a lesson they want you to learn. And this is a lesson that could be across multiple stories. Okay. And when we are trying to figure out the theme, the author is not just going to come out and say, the theme of this story is blah, 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 blah. You need to make an inference. So basically, that's what we've done earlier in the year, where you are going to take what the text says and take what you know, and then you are going to make a guess using that information. And I apologize, my webcam has gone off. I'm not really sure what's happening. Hopefully that comes back on. Okay. So we are going to talk a little bit today about how to find the theme, and we are going to do some practice. So to find the theme, think of TAP, T-A-P. First, you're going to think about the challenges that the main character is facing. So what kind of problems are they having? What are they struggling with? Okay, what's that challenge? Number 2, ask yourself, what is the main character struggling with? So first, the challenge or the problem, then ask yourself, what are they struggling with? And then finally, pay attention to how the main character reacts to and solves the problem. So sometimes reactions are good, sometimes reactions are bad. Whether it is a good or bad reaction, we can learn a lesson from them. So think about what's the challenge, what's the character struggling with, and then pay attention to how the character reacts and how they solve that problem. And then on slide 5, okay, so theme hierarchy just means putting themes in importance. So when we are reading a big, long book like what we're doing right now with Percy Jackson, there's going to be more than one theme. In different chapters, Percy might learn some different life lessons, but overall in the book, there's going to be one big main theme, and then there could be some smaller ones. So what we're going to do now is we are going to watch a short Pixar clip. I think it's like 3 minutes long. And we are going to try to figure out what the theme of this article is using the TAP strategy. So again, I cannot play this video in my video. So at this point, you are going to stop my video. You're going to go back into your slides and click on this video. As you are watching this video, I want you to be thinking about the challenges that the main character is facing. Ask yourself, what is the main character struggling with? And pay attention to how the main character reacts to and solves the problem. And our main character is going to be one of these birds. So what is the main character facing? What challenge are they facing? What are they struggling with? And how do they react to that problem? And how do they try to solve it? So what you are going to do now is stop this video and go ahead and watch that, and then come back in here and continue my video once you have watched the Pixar short. Okay. Now that you have watched the short video, we are going to discuss those three things, the TAP, to figure out what our theme is. What lesson did this character learn? So the first one, what challenges did the main character face? So hopefully you were thinking about this as you were watching the video. And it's not going to type. Okay, so if you click on this video, or this, video, I cannot talk today. If you click on this box, you should be able to add text. So what challenges did the main character face? And hopefully you came up with the fact that Piper, who our main character is, or the bird, needed to find food, but was scared of the waves. Okay, so Piper the bird needed to find food but was scared of the waves. And my computer is running slow again, so hopefully this types in just a minute. Okay, the next thing you need to think about is, what did the main character struggle with? So we know that the challenge was that she needed food but was scared of the waves. So the things that she was struggling with were confronting the wave, or going towards it, and also she's struggling to get food. So our challenge is that she needs to get food but was scared of the waves. Her main struggle was actually confronting or going towards that wave and struggling to find food. Now, the last thing we need to think of is, how did the character react to or solve the problem? Okay, so be thinking of that one. Okay, so towards the end of that video, how did Piper react, or how was that problem solved? And hopefully you noticed that Piper became excited when he learned that the wave would actually help him get his food. So he was scared of the wave, but he found out that the wave could actually help him find his food. So then we're going to take those three things and come up with our theme, or what idea about life can we take away from this film. So he needed food, but he was scared of the waves. So he's struggling to confront the waves, struggling to get food. But then at the end, he becomes excited when he learned the wave would actually help get his food. So what lesson do you think we could take away from this film? And if you were in class right now, normally we would be sharing out ideas before I just give you this answer. So kind of try to think of one on your own before you hear me just give the answer. And I'll give you a minute to think about it. And you are going to type your answer down here in this bottom box. And the theme that I'm looking for is that sometimes you need to face your fears in order to learn something new. Okay, so he was scared of these waves. He had this fear, but once he faced that fear and went towards the waves, even though he didn't purposely find out, he was able to find out that he could get food from these waves. So he faced that fear and he learned something new. What you are now going to do on your own is slide 8 and slide 9. There's 2 quest cards. For each of these quest cards, there is a little passage. You are going to read this passage and just tell me, what do you think the theme is? And then in the bottom it says highlight your evidence that supports your answer. So if you want to highlight, all you have to do is go up here and click insert, click shape, and you can just create a little rectangle to highlight your text evidence. So there could be more than one theme. So as long as you can find evidence to support your theme, that answer will be correct. So you are doing that for slides 8 and 9. Once you have done that, you are going to stop. Slides 11, 12, 13, and 14 are going to be for tomorrow. As always, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me or comment on this assignment. Have a great rest of the day, guys.